welcome to my April plan with me. We are halfway through the month and it's a great time to reset and see what's working and what's not. If you're in the mood to reset too, grab your planner and let's plan and reset together. Step 1. Clean my screen. I always do this before planning because somehow it helps my brain reset too. A clean slate makes it easier for me to focus. Then it's time for a fresh wallpaper. I made a few spring-inspired ones that feel fresh but not too bright. You can grab them from my site or the link in the description below. I actually change my wallpaper every week. It's a tiny habit, but it's part of my weekly reset routine, and it just makes my iPad feel fresh. Now onto my monthly calendar. I'm using my 2025 planner here. Each month starts with a cover page, then you get the calendar, a vision board, and a monthly dashboard with space for goals, habits, and brain dumps. So the monthly calendar is hyperlinked, which means I can navigate to any day or any week of the year. I love having all my goals and plans in one place. So this monthly calendar is where I'll drop in any non-negotiables, appointments, reminders, things I need to prep for. It just gives me a clear view of the month ahead. Ever since I started my digital planner business, I've actually stuck with planning consistently, and honestly, it's changed how my brain works. I don't feel like I'm running around in circles anymore. I can look back and see what I was working on, where my focus was. Before this, I used to just scribble thoughts into a dotted journal, which was fine in the moment, but I never really looked back on it. It was messy, all over the place, and didn't really help me move forward. If you're new to digital planning, my tip is don't worry about making it look good right away. Just get down all your plans first, and then you can come back and add stickers or change the color of the text you used. It's all easy to do on GoodNotes. There's so many features that make it easy to plan creatively or just simply. I keep a little sticky note at the bottom for my monthly goals. These are just a few things I want to stay mindful of without overloading myself. Even if I don't stick to everything perfectly, writing out my goals helps me stay intentional. It's more about remembering what I want to make time for and less about checking off all the boxes. Right now, I'm focusing on 4 things: reading more, posting consistently, learning about AI, and moving more. It's funny how these kinds of goals always sit in the background until you take a second to actually name them. Once I write them down, I notice myself being more aware of how I spend my time, even if nothing changes overnight. Next is the vision board, kind of a visual reminder of what I want this month to feel like. I like to keep this based on a mix of short-term and long-term goals, things I'm working toward now, and a few bigger dreams I want to keep in view. To set it up, I scroll through Pinterest and save photos that connect to those goals. It could be super literal, like a cozy home if I wanted to create better routines, or more of a feeling, like peace or clarity. Then I just drop them into the board and arrange it until things look right. Sometimes I add in quotes or words that match the mood I want for the month. You can write little notes to yourself, something personal or something you want to remember. It's what makes this more than just a collage. It becomes a space that reflects you. It's also a place for visualization, not in a woo-woo way, but just having a clear picture of what's on your mind. Sometimes seeing it laid out visually helps things click in a different way. And lastly, my monthly dashboard. This is where everything starts to come together. On this page, I have space for my goals, habits, and a brain dump. Sometimes I use it to reflect, sometimes to plan ahead. It kind of adapts depending on what I need for the month. For goals, I like to separate them into business and personal. It just helps to see external goals versus internal ones, like what I'm building versus how I'm growing. In the brain dump section, I'll start breaking things down, especially the bigger goals. I try not to leave anything vague. Instead, I get specific. What exactly needs to happen, what it might look like day to day, and how I can start moving toward it without overthinking. It's where I map out the messy middle before anything gets organized or scheduled. After that, I move to the habit tracker. I keep it simple with just a few key habits I want to stay consistent with for the month. And to make check-ins easier, I added a planner shortcut to my homepage. That way I can jump straight back to the last page I was on without flipping through everything. And that's my mid-month reset. Just a simple way to slow down, clear my head, and check in with where things are. If you're doing your own version of a reset, I hope this gave you a little inspiration. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.